So welcome everyone. My name is Amy Edwards. I am a platinum consultant. I am with Team Sunset, part of Empire Training Academy. And welcome today to our training on My Profitagility. This is a great vendor where you can control your commission. You can earn instant or daily income on the bookings that you complete. And they are resort weeks. So they're condos, they're houses, they're vacation rentals, as well as hotels. And as a new agent, you get instant access to be able to book with them. So these can be a lot of fun to explore, and they can also be a great way for you as a travel agent to be able to travel at a discounted rate. So we're going to go through the Profitagility vendor, but first I would like to show you how to get registered. So the first thing you're going to do is log into your back office. Once you log into your back office, as following the new agent orientation, anytime that you want to register with one of our preferred vendors, you are going to go over on the left in the menu to the Travel Cafe. We're going to get that Travel Cafe opened up. And then once this opens, you're going to go to the menu here on the left, and you are going to choose suppliers and USA suppliers. Actually changed it just a little bit. Correction, you're going to go to suppliers and you are going to go to My Profitagility, Resort Weeks, and Condos. All right, once you get to the My Profitagility, it's going to talk a little bit about Profitagility. There's a nice little overview video that shows how Profitagility works, and something from Archer Travel where they've worked very closely with Profitagility. Here is the link to get logged in, and then you will all need the following access code. I can put that in the chat box, but this will always be in the Travel Cafe as well for any of you that will be registering. So go ahead and do that. So we are going to go ahead and copy that access code. We're going to click on the login page. Your page is going to look a little different because I'm already registered. But if it does come to this page, you can click on Don't Have an Account and click to register. But this is what most of you are going to see. And the first thing they're going to ask for is that access code. We're going to go ahead and put that in, and we are going to click Next. From there, you're going to put in your agent ID, your name, your phone number, your email, confirming your email, and then you're going to create a password because that access code tells Profitagility that you are with Archer Travel as a host agency. Once you get that all filled in, you're going to click Next, and then it's going to have you set up your username, which is typically your email. I always tell people to try and use the same email that they've used in their back office, although this one isn't required that you do so. So if you have set up a new email, it is okay to use that new email. Once you get that all set up, that password that you created is going to be how you log in. After that, you are going to be able to go to Profitagility, and then it's going to open up to this screen, which you guys seen just a moment ago. You're going to put in your email and your password, and then you are going to click on sign in. And again, you have instant access once registering for Profitagility. A lot of the rules of Profitagility, and if you have any questions on the main page here, those can be answered here. I'm going to show you how to control your commission, but if you have any additional questions, if you use that Learn More feature, you're going to be able to get answers to a lot of your questions. And then, of course, you can reach out to your mentor or your gold or your platinum leader if you have any other questions. One thing about Profitagility is this is a vendor who is travel agent based access only. So we have to be really careful how we advertise. So I want to make sure everyone goes into the advertising restrictions. Basically, their restrictions are, and make sure you read through these because their restrictions are they don't want you to put the name of the resort and the price that you are getting that resort for. So let's say you are getting, let's use the example that they give. I'll go ahead and click to open this. I want to make sure that you can see it after I open it. So right here in the advertising restrictions, I'm going to click on Learn More. Oh, good. You should be able to see that pop-up window. So as an example here, it says, all right, so if you were to advertise Craig's Resort in Maui from $150 per night, you would be giving away all of the information for the resort, including that price. And so Profitagility does not want you to give away the name of the location, and the price. So instead, you could put Maui from $150 per night. So you have to be really careful if you're using this as a mock booking, but just read through here. It gives you a really good example on what to use. Cancellation policies are always a big thing with Profitagility. You want to make sure that if you are charging extra commission, if you're getting daily or instant commission, that your client knows the cancellation policy. Not only that they know that cancellation policy, but that you make sure you protect the commissions that you receive. Because if somebody cancels and you have received an instant commission, you may have to pay that back if you don't protect those instant commissions. So anything that you collect from the client and there is some type of refund policy, you have to let them know that that portion is non-refundable. So let's say your booking is $500, but 100 of that was your instant commissions that come directly to you. You would definitely put in the refund policy, you would edit it to say, you know, $100 of this portion is non-refundable. So $400 is eligible for refund, $100 is non-refundable. And again, that's completely how you want to run your company. Your cancellation policy obviously goes by the property, but for your instant commissions, let's say they did have to cancel and get a refund. If you wanted to give those instant commissions back to make sure you're protecting that client or that you're keeping that client for future bookings, you absolutely can do that. But I just want to make sure everyone knows how to protect that. So if somebody were to request a refund, they would know exactly what to be expecting. Any questions on that so far? All right. And you'll learn that when you work with your mentor doing your first few bookings. You can have them check that over. You can have them look at your wording to make sure that you're protecting yourself and your company as well. All right, so with My Profitagility, obviously, here's the homepage. They have resort week. So with Profitagility, they typically have bookings that are a week basis. So Friday to Friday, Saturday to Saturday, or Sunday to Sunday. Every once in a while, you'll see different check-in, check-out lengths of time, but typically they are for weeks. With the resorts, you obviously get the special rates within 60 days of travel, but you can do bookings up to 12 months in advance. But you're going to get your most savings within that 60 days. There is an inventory availability. I don't use that a whole lot because you don't get a whole lot of details before booking. So I like to be able to see exactly the resort that I'm booking with. So I don't use this a whole lot. If you'd like to explore and use that to your advantage, you absolutely can. Within Profitagility, they also have hotels. The hotels don't always require the week-long bookings, but you can get some discounts on a lot of hotels inside the US and outside of the US. And then some properties are available for a hold list. So the thing about Profitagility is if it's on your screen, it's available. But if you send a quote to your client and they wait a week to get back to you, especially if you're booking within 60 days, that inventory can move pretty fast. Some of the properties allow you to place a 2 or 3 day hold. Not all of them do that. They're mostly for within the 12 months of travel. Not a lot of the 60 days, obviously, do not allow a lot of the holds. But if that is an option, you'll see it on your booking screen. So you can hold it to give your client some time to be able to process that quote and to be able to decide if that's where they would like to go. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple of the different comparisons. First, we're going to start off with 12 months in advance. So here it's resort weeks up to 12 months in advance. Let's see. So the price includes full price for an entire 7-night stay, including full occupancy and taxes, and you'll be able to see the dates. You're going to see kind of the math that they put out here. It can get a little bit confusing, but once you see the pattern of it, it's not too bad. So what they do is they like to break up the price that it would be per person per day for each of these resorts. So for this example, a 1-bedroom that sleeps 4, the price is $249. They're going to break that down, 249 divided by 7, and then divided by 4. So they're going to break it down to be $8.89 per person per night. So we're going to choose our location. You can see there are a ton of locations within the US and outside of the US. Not all of these contain inventory every time, but for the most part, they really do. I think I'm going to use, for an example, I've seen a lot of really good deals on Hawaii Big Island when I was in here last week. So I'm going to see if those are in here. So we're going to choose Hawaii and the Big Island, and it's going to allow you to select the month that you want to travel so that you can see the dates available for that whole month. So for this one, as you can see, even though we're within the 12 months, you can see that they do have some within 30 days of travel, within 60 days, and so on. So we will look at, let's go out a little further so we can see the prices. Let's look at November. I'm actually going to select October and November so we can see a little bit more inventory on there. And then I'm going to click submit. So now as you scroll down through here, you're going to be able to see all of the properties on the Big Island that are available in November or October and November of this year. And you're going to be able to see that search there. Again, you can filter by different occupancies. So they have some that sleep 4 and some that sleep 6. We're just going to show it all. They have different sort features. So you can sort by star rating, by price, anything that you would like to sort by. And then once you kind of start to scroll down, you're going to see some examples. So Kona Coast Resort, November 11th through the 18th, there's a 1-bedroom that sleeps 4. Now, typically this is $1,890. You are going to get about $100 savings here. You're going to be eligible to get about $188 in standard commission and then about $200 in commission control. That one isn't a whole lot of savings, but again, it's a popular time in Hawaii. And so it's close to the holidays, so that's pretty normal. As you scroll down there, you're going to see some more savings. So you have Ocean Tower by Hilton Grand Vacations. This is actually during Thanksgiving, a studio that sleeps 4. Normally to the general public, that's what this price here. You're going to get it for $2,468.90. But you actually have about a little over a $500 savings here as a travel agent. So this is the price that you could go for. This is the commission that you would earn from that. And then you can actually boost your commission all the way up to $400. So you can control that commission earnings. I'm going to go ahead and click this one and kind of show you how that works. So the first example I'm going to give you is you as the travel agent, you want to go to Hawaii. You want to be able to save $500, have that savings just being a travel agent. So here is, and this one's kind of a bad example because they don't have a lot of information about this resort. I would probably message them for more information, but typically there's quite a few photos. It'll give you the address to the resort, the nearby activities, on-site amenities are usually all given in there. I would definitely contact them. Now you can, if you're extending this deal to your client, you can share the link here. So it'll give them a link to view the property without seeing any pricing. But in this example here, that is that Thanksgiving week for a studio that sleeps 4. Us as travel agents, we can get it for $1,916. So if I wanted to book this, I would click on book. after I look through, and I'm going to give you a little different example because this one doesn't have a lot of information, but I would read through the entire description and everything about the property just to see if there's a daily resort fee, see if there's parking fees, just to make sure we have full transparency with our clients. But this one is just for us. So I'm going to go ahead and click on book. So here is the details for the bookings. Again, the minimum suggested sale price is $2,468. We got the offer of $1,916 without a security deposit and no processing fee. From this, if we were to book this on our own, we could earn $194.65 in commission. Another great thing that you can do being a travel agent and booking this for yourself is actually you can save this money up front. And this is where this commission control comes in. I can actually reduce that commission down to 0 and I can get it for $1,715. So I can actually get my savings up front with those commissions. I'm not going to get a commission check at the end, but that's okay because I've basically collected it at the beginning and gotten a better price. You're going to be able to click this link here and see the cancellation policy for each property. It's very important. Not only you click this, but you also let your clients know the exact cancellation policy. So now I've saved about $753 on this property. Now, as you could see, we can go all the way up to $409. So for this example, we're going to say that we're going to extend this deal to our clients. Let's say we've spent a couple hours doing this booking. So maybe we don't want to make $400, but we want to make $300. So I'm going to go up by $250, and then I'm going to go up by another $50 to make $300. So now I'm still saving my client almost $300, and I'm making $300. And then that is the price now it's going to be for my client. So with this $300 here, I can choose to actually leave it in here and then wait for them to go to the property and take this vacation, and then have Profitagility send that commission to Archer Travel, and then them send the commission to me. And that's fine. That's the normal process. That's what counts towards earning your IATAN card. Your IATAN card goes by earning $5,000 in commission over the course of a year. And that's the commission sent to you by Archer Travel. Or if I want to make some money right away today, I can actually collect this $300 separately from the price of the resort. And I can do that through using, PayPal or Square. But one thing that I want to show you, you see now how I'm saving $281.19, having that $300 commission. If I take that $300 commission out, see how I'm saving $750 now, which is actually a difference of about $500 almost. The higher that you make the commission, the little bit of a fee that Profitagility and the resort charge. So right now it is $1,715.52. If I go up by 100, it's $1,018.61. So it actually added about $105. If I go up by another 100, it's now $1,929. So it's added another about $25 onto here. So you're going to see that if you charge those instant commissions, you're also going to get your client a little bit of a savings, because $300 commission from Profitagility is going to be $2,187.71 to your client. $300 commission to you on top of here is only $2,015. So you've also saved your client about $100 by doing those by utilizing those instant commissions. And I know sometimes people get a little bit confused, but just like with a lot of our other vendors, if they allow you to control your commission and adjust them higher or lower, they typically add about a 10 to a 20% fee on top of that. Everybody understand? Any questions there? So now what I would tell my client is great news. I've got you this amazing resort. We can get it for you for $2,015.53. You're going to see two charges on your credit card for that are going to equal that total. One is going to be for that wholesale cost of that the property that you're going to. And the other charge is going to be directly to my company. I like to set up my PayPal or my Square account to my company name. I actually prefer Square because PayPal puts a lot of holds on things. But again, it's completely up to you what you want to use. But the other charge is going to be my company directly, which is how I got you that wholesale amount. I don't like to use wholesale fee. I like to use, like you can do like a booking charge. Charge sounds like a more a better terminology than fee. People don't like to hear fees. Kind of like when you're online shopping and you get a really good price on everything, and then you go to the checkout screen and it says, okay, shipping and processing fee. And that adds about $30, and immediately you guys exit the cart, right? A lot of people do that because they don't like to see the word fees, or they don't like things added at the end. So I tell them the full price up front, and then I just let them know there's going to be two separate charges. And a lot of times they don't mind at all. But I do that so that they're not shocked by two separate charges, or so that they don't dispute those and they know where those are coming from. So how do you complete the booking now? Oh, this property actually you can place on hold. See how that option is to place on hold? That doesn't happen a whole lot. But if you wanted to place it on hold, you could place it on hold a couple of days to give your client some time. Once you do place it on hold, it's going to be right up here in your hold list. To complete this booking, then you are going to click on next. You are going to put in the first and last name of the primary guest, and I'm going to use mine as an example. I've actually done quite a few bookings through Profitagility. I like to use them for the Disney area. I could typically go to Disney. We went a couple times one year, and we were able to get 4-bedroom villas for about $300 for the week. And that's very significant having a large family. So I like to use this a lot for the Orlando area too. You're going to agree to the terms and conditions, and feel free to read through all of these terms and conditions. I would never discourage you from doing that. You're going to go ahead and click add to cart. Once you click the add to the cart, all of the information is going to be here for that booking. You're going to put in all of your guest information. And then you're going to go to the checkout screen. And that's where you're going to put in all of their payment information. So here is the contact. I usually put my client's contact information in there for the trip contact, just so they know if there was any type of cancellation, or so that they're the first to know. Sometimes people will put in, or agents will put in their email so that the agent is the first to know. It's completely up to you. I make sure you have to put in their names. It has to match their government ID when they check in. But if you wanted to put in your email address, you could. I like to just get those confirmations to the client from the property as much as I can. And then once you put that in there and you click continue, it's going to ask for that payment information. So you want to make sure you get that credit card authorization form from your client. All right, so now I'm going to show you within the 60 days of travel. And I'm going to show you another resort with a few more details so that you can kind of see what you need to read through as far as details. So we are going to go within 60 days of travel, and you can actually select your destinations right from the main screen. So you can see there are plenty of different ones to choose from if you want to see all availability, or you can filter by destination. So we'll go ahead and do that Big Island again. We're going to click apply filter. scroll down through here. All right, it is sorted by price. And now you're going to see how this one is July 14th, still some time away. This one is a 2-bedroom that sleeps 6. Normally it is $3,799 a week, but we actually get it for $2,259 for the week. So we got about a $1,500 savings here. You can earn anywhere from $229 to $800 in commission. So these are really nice to be able to use for mock bookings. A lot of the ones I use for mock bookings are going to be the ones that have multiple rooms available. If ever you want to see how many rooms one property has available, if you just select and then you scroll down, you can see this one has 3 different room types. So maybe you want to do your mock booking based on 4 people. Now these room types here, they're actually different dates, but some of them will have multiple room types with multiple or with the same date. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my list here. So you can see they're all different price amounts. This one you can make $500 in commissions, and this one you can make $800 in commissions, but it pretty much works exactly the same, except that this inventory is going to go a little bit faster because of that significant saving. And in here, let me show you a little more about that. Oh, this one has a really good overview of the property. So for this one, the Bay Club, this one gives you the address, all the on-site amenities, all of the nearby activities, a little overview of the property. You can see some photos of the property. You can also use this resort. You can copy and paste this resort into like TripAdvisor to get some better photos. You can go to TripAdvisor and you can compare pricing to make sure you're getting some good deals. And then any type of added resort fees or all-inclusive fees are going to be listed typically in the resort information. So see, this one actually has a credit card is required at check-in. Guests must be 21 years of age or older. They are subject to transient accommodation tax of $9.27 to $13. Looks like it is per night. And a lot of times these are collected at the property. So when I let my client know how much the property or how much the total is, I tell them what the total is due today and then the total at the property. So be really, really vigilant about making sure you read through everything on the page so you know if your client's going to be charged anything extra, or if they get a rental car and you know, places such as Vegas, you get a rental car and you go to park at some of the hotels, sometimes that could be $100 a night added cost. You want to make sure that your clients know what those are. So I'll go ahead and go into this meeting. Does somebody have a question?
I'm sorry for the interruption. Can you go back and repeat what you just said? Are they paying the whole price then? I missed that.
Oh, so they will be paying this whole price, but that tax that was mentioned in that resort comment, that'll be collected at the property at check-in.
Okay, thank you.
Resort fees, if you ever see resort fees on any bookings, those are also collected usually at the property at check-in. So they're not figured into this price. All right, so let's look at a little bit higher commission. So at defaults to the 229, again, we can reduce this to 0. Or for this one, so if we reduce it to 0, they're saving $1,700. Or you could actually bump it up to $750. And now they're saving about $200. So it's completely up to you what you want to control your commission at. You can also, if you wanted to, maybe do $250 in commissions from the vendor and then $250 commission instantly. If you wanted to split it up, you can absolutely do that. It gets a little more confusing that way, but you can reach out to your mentor if that's something that you want to do. Some people are working really hard to get their IATAN card, and so they want it to go through Archer Travel, but maybe you need to pay a quick cell phone bill or a quick utility bill and you want to make that money up front. You can absolutely do that. I'm going to show you as well a property that has some all-inclusive rates. So let's see, I think I can do.
Can we please stop for a second regarding commission?
Okay, did you have a question?
Yes.
Okay.
If I do the instant commission, then I am saving also on the 20% that otherwise the Archer would be taking out on my commission, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we can do include all-inclusive resorts or show all-inclusive resorts only. So if I click on show all-inclusive resorts only, obviously those are going to be outside of the US, then these are going to pop up. Now I want you all to be very careful with the all-inclusive resorts because all-inclusive can mean quite a few things. All-inclusive can mean all meals, all drinks, all activities. All-inclusive could mean only dinners or only breakfast. Each property or resort kind of has their own rules of all-inclusive. Usually they alter the name a little bit, like all-exclusive or daily inclusive. So maybe just the weekends include the meals, but I want you to get to know the property first, okay? So I'm going to scroll down through. We're going to try to go over top of the private resort. They might all be considered private resort. Did I remove my filter here? I did. Okay. All right, so for this one, we have Palm Beach and Spa Resort in the Dominican Republic. It says all-inclusive. If I click on the all-inclusive, it should let me know what they are. Okay, this is my Profitagility's definition of all-inclusive. So this one is June 10th through June 17th. It's a hotel, it sleeps for. It says private resort, so they may not advertise their pricing to the public. So you can get this for $277. This has a commission control maximum of $27.72 within Profitagility. Obviously, you could add more if you were doing that instant commission. But I'm going to go ahead and open that up to kind of show you some more information about all-inclusive. All right, so this one is really cheap. But you have to notice that the all-inclusive rates are $80 per person per day. For children between 4 and 12, it's 50% off of that rate. The per day charge is automatically assessed for the entire 7-night stay and will be charged at the time of check-in. So that is something they're going to pay when they get to the property. So the $200 here for the property is just to secure the room. It is not to get into the all-inclusive. Now, does this mean that all-inclusive is optional? No. It means at the property, they are going to collect how much it is for those all-inclusive rates. They also have a gala supplement at $99 for adults and $49 per child. So you have to make sure that you look at those two fees as well. And that's for December 24th and 31st. So it looks like that's just over the Christmas week. The all-inclusive fee is separate from the accommodation fee. Here is everything that is going to be included. So this one is 24-hour food and beverage. All meals are included. They have 2 buffets, 7 restaurants, alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, nightclubs and entertainment, and then the 2 beaches and the beach parties. This one is also transportation from the Puerto Plata airport and we have to request that 5 days prior. So see why it's really important. We make sure that we read through all of these, because you're going to have to make sure that you request this transportation for them. A lot of times down here in the resort information, it'll let you know if anything else is required. A credit card or a cash deposit at check-in for incidentals. And then of course the special request options. This is a good example as well, because as you can see, they have 2 rooms that are available for this week. They have 2 rooms available for this week. So they have quite a few rooms available or they have multiple rooms available for those weeks. Does that answer your question about the all-inclusive? So yes, they're getting a very good savings up front, but they still have to pay, depending on if adults or children are going, the $40 to $80 per day for that all-inclusive portion. Any questions on that part?
Yeah, I have a question. What would you advise if, for example, I would like to do the mock booking from this? Should I add, like, for example, when I'm advertising the price, should I add the mandatory all-inclusive and put the price like this, or you rather would be just putting the accommodation price?
Nope, I would add it all together. That's a good price. That's a good question. I would add it all together as if they were all adults going. So it says sleeps 4. I would do this price plus the $80 per day per adult. And then when I do mock bookings, I like to spread it out per person. So this is 7 days, would be another, what, 5, we'll say 600 just to keep it a round number. So we'll say it's $900 for the week. I would do the 900 divided by 4, and I would say starting at, $230 per person. Does that make sense?
Yep, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And then when they go to do the booking, I would say, all right, all you have to do now is pay, the accommodation portion up front. Once you check into the hotel, that's when you pay the all-inclusive portion. Great question. Any other questions? Profitagility is really fun to be able to book through. As I said, now is kind of a busy time, so you may not see a lot, but I'll show you. We like to go to the Orlando area, but I like to go, a little closer to, I'm from Michigan, so Michigan spring break time, which is like March, sometimes early April, it changes. But if you can see in the Orlando area, look at these savings. 2-bedroom that sleeps 6, $493 for the week. Not sure. So I've stayed at the Holiday Inn Club at Orange Lake. This is a really nice one. This is $1,000 savings. They have so many things for kids to do. You don't even have to leave that resort. I don't see the one that I really like to stay at. Looks like they don't have that one available right now, but there's quite a few savings for within 60 days of travel. Maybe you'd want to, and going from Michigan to Orlando is super cheap, flight wise. But even over the 4th of July, maybe you want to see the fireworks from Disney, even if you're not at Disney. These are really good rates. This is a 2-bedroom loft. It actually sleeps 10. This might be a good mock booking if somebody wanted to get away for right after the 4th of July. That's a $3,000 savings, and you can get like $1,200 in commissions. So
what does it mean by the wash off?
The loft?
The 3 bedrooms, scroll down.
Oh, I've never seen that. Lock off. Honestly,
We've done resorts of that type before. Typically, that means that you have one entrance that goes to multiple resort or multiple units, and it can be locked off so that it's not open to both, or you can open it to both sides. So it'd be like two separate doors into like maybe one bedroom on one side and two bedrooms on the other side, and they have two separate entrances. And then there's a door in between or whatever that you can open up. Or you can
Oh,
leave it locked
nice.
off.
So kind of like a hotel when you share or adjoining rooms.
Yes, kind of like that. Mhm.
Okay. Good to know. That's a new terminology for me. Thank you for helping us out with that. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you for joining me here today. I hope I answered some of your questions. This is a really fun vendor to work with. Also, once you get signed up with them, they actually send you emails. I don't think probably once or twice a week, they give you some new specials coming out. They give you some nice flyers that you can actually forward to your clients if you do email marketing, or you can work it into social media. So they really do keep you engaged. And give you a lot of really good information within the travel industry, as well as Profitagility directly. So I encourage you guys all to explore them. If you have any questions, we're always here to help you in your chat, with your mentor, with your gold, with your platinum leaders. We will definitely help you all that we can. So thank you everyone for joining me here today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I wish you all the success in your travel business. And if I don't see you before the weekend, have an amazing weekend, and I hope to see you on the next training. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you too.